Hello and welcome. Today we will crochet this easy skirt with pockets. We have made the matching top in the last video. The skirt can be made in any size you want. For kids and for adults, it is the perfect summer outfit. This is an easy, beginner friendly tutorial. You can customize the skirt if you want. I have explained how. To crochet this easy skirt, we will need 3 colors of yarn, 1 skein each in any material of your choice. I prefer a stretchable material. You will also need a 4.5mm or a size 7 crochet hook, scissors, tapestry needle, measuring tape and stitch markers. Now let's begin. We are going to work the skirt in a circle. With a measuring tape, measure around the widest part of your hips in a circle. Note down the measurement. Now subtract 6 from it. This is how much we will chain. I am going to go fast at the beginning of this video because it is exactly the same as the crop top till we reach the pocket. The only difference is the number of chains is measured around the hip instead of the chest for the skirt. If you want the detailed step-by-step video for beginners, I will link it at the top right of the screen and in the description below. Remember that we will also start the skirt from the bottom and then we will move upwards towards the waist. Decide how long you want your skirt to be. Measure from your waist where you want the skirt to start till where you want it to end. I am making a mini skirt ending mid-thigh. You can make the same or you can make a knee-length bodycon skirt or even longer if you want. Now take your favorite skirt or your favorite pair of shorts and measure 2 distances. From the waist till the pocket here, which is about 4 inches for me as you can see. The second distance that you will measure is from the center here till where the pocket begins, which is 3.5 inches for me. From the entire length of the skirt, now you will subtract this distance that we have just measured, which is 4 inches for me. This is how much you will crochet from the bottom of the skirt till we start making the pockets. Begin with a slip knot. You will chain in multiples of 4. Chain the widest part of your hips minus 6 inches. I am going to chain just for a small circle so I can show you the pattern. Once you finish chaining in multiples of 4, make sure that your chain is straight and then join by a slip stitch to the first chain. So insert your hook into the first chain, then yarn over and pull through the loop and then pull through the loop on your hook. Begin round 1 with the chain 1. In this round you will single crochet in all the stitches beginning in this first chain. Single crochet in the first chain where you made the slip stitch. Then single crochet in all the chains till the end of the round and I will meet you once you finish. You will have the same number of single crochet as the number of chains. At the end of round 1, join by a slip stitch to the first single crochet of the round. Chain 1 for round 2. Now single crochet in the first stitch. Single crochet in the next stitch. Single crochet in the third stitch. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch in the first chain. Single crochet in the next stitch. In this round, we are going to repeat this pattern. Single crochet in 3 stitches, make a picot stitch and then single crochet in the next stitch. Continue this pattern till the end of the round and I will meet you there. End your round by a single crochet in the last stitch and join by a slip stitch to the first stitch of the round. Now you will cut the yarn and pull out a loop. At this point, before you proceed any further, you want to wear this and check the fit around your waist. If it is too tight, you will add a few chains at the start, and if it is too loose, you will remove a few chains. We are now going to begin working the half double crochet rows. Attach the yarn in the same area that you have made the slip knot. So insert your hook. Then take the yarn in a loop form and catch it on your hook and pull it through the loop. Then chain 2, 1 and 2. Half double crochet in the same stitch. Now you will half double crochet in every chain that you see. At the end of the round, you will have the same number of half double crochet as the number of chains that you made and I will meet you there. Once you finish the round, you will join by a slip stitch to the first half double crochet of the round. The chain 2 does not count as a stitch in any of the round. We have currently finished working row 1 of the half double crochet in light pink, which is somewhere here on the skirt. Row 1 and 2 of half double crochet are in light pink. Row 3 and 4 are in white. Row 5 and 6 are in dark pink or the same color as the picot stitch row. Continue repeating row 1 to 6 of the pattern till you reach the required length where the pockets begin. Then you will stop at row 2 because in row 3 we will make our pockets. I have finished row 4 of the pattern and I am ready to make the pockets. I will mark the two sides of the skirt with a stitch marker. This is the front and this is the back of the skirt where the seam is in the middle for me. You will also mark a stitch marker in the center. There are same number of stitches on this side and on the front and the back. Next, you are going to stretch out the stitches of the skirt and then from the center, you will measure 3.5 inches or as much as you have measured on your skirt and mark it with a stitch marker on either side. Next, you are going to decide how big you want the opening of your pocket to be. I suggest between 3 and 4 inches. Now take the side stitch marker and move it to wherever you want your opening to be. So I want mine to be about 3 inches and I have moved my stitch marker. This will be my pocket. Mark the other side of the front of the skirt in the same way so you have the markings for the second pocket. Turn your skirt to the back where the seam is and let us begin working on round 3 where we are going to make the pocket. This is round 3 or the pocket round. Begin it normally with a chain 2. Half double crochet in the same stitch as the slip stitch. Half double crochet in every stitch till you reach the first stitch marker and I will meet you there. Just work the round normally till you reach the first stitch marker. I have reached my first stitch marker as you can see. Now we are just going to chain between the stitch markers. We will not work in any of the stitches. So count the stitches between the stitch markers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stitches. So I will chain 12. I will not work in any of the stitches and then I will join in the stitch after the stitch marker. Let me do it with you. Now chain the number of stitches between your stitch markers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Once you finish chaining the number of stitches between your stitch markers, you will go to the second stitch marker and in the stitch after it we will make a half double crochet. So yarn over like you normally do. Insert your hook into the next stitch after the stitch marker. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops like you normally do. 1, 2 and 3. Now make a half double crochet in the next stitch. Continue making half double crochets till you reach your next pocket. So go over the stitch marker in the center and when you reach the next stitch marker of the pocket, I will meet you there. I have reached my second pocket space. I will work it in the same way. In the stitch before the stitch marker, I have made a half double crochet. Now I will chain the number of stitches between both my stitch markers. So I will chain 12. You will chain how many ever stitches you have between the stitch markers. 6. Once you finish chaining, you will make a half double crochet in the stitch after the stitch marker. So go to the stitch after the stitch marker, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Now continue making half double crochet till the end of this round and I will meet you once you finish. I have reached the end of round 3 or the pocket round, joining by a slip stitch to the first half double crochet. Begin round 4 with a chain 2. Half double crochet in the same stitch. Continue making 1 half double crochet in every stitch till when you reach the chain stitch and I will meet you there at the pocket and show you what to do. I have made a half double crochet in the last half double crochet before the chain of the pocket space. Now we will work a half double crochet in every chain of the pocket space. So yarn over, insert your hook into the back limb of the V that you see, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Work in the same way in all the chains. Just insert your hook into the back limb of the V and make a half double crochet. You will have the same number of half double crochets as the number of chains you made for your pocket space. I will meet you once you finish. Count your half double crochets. I have the same number of half double crochets in the chains as the number of chains that I made. Now I have finished all the chains and I have reached the first half double crochet after it. So half double crochet like you normally do in the first half double crochet. Then half double crochet in every half double crochet till you reach the next pocket space and I will meet you there. I have taken off all my stitch markers except the one at the center. Now you will continue making half double crochets in the chains like we had before. I have half double crochet in the last half double crochet before the chains. Let us work in the chains. So yarn over, insert your hook into the back limb of the V of the first chain. Then make your first half double crochet. Then into the second chain into the back limb of the V, insert your crochet hook and make a half double crochet. Then into the next chain into the back limb of the V, insert your hook and make a half double crochet. Continue making half double crochets in all the chains and I will meet you once you finish. Once you finish working in all the chains, just work normal half double crochets in every stitch till the end of the round. I have reached round 5. Now we will continue making the half double crochet rounds or repeat the pattern for another 3 to 3.5 inches. Once we reach round 4, we will end with a picot stitch border. So I will meet you after 3 to 3.5 inches for the border. This is my pocket and I have crochet for about 3 inches over it. Now I will make the border. This is my second last round of the skirt. In this round we will make single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Let me show you how. So begin with the chain 1. Then single crochet in the same stitch as the slip stitch. Now you will chain 1, skip this next stitch and single crochet in the next stitch. So single crochet in one stitch, skip the next stitch, chain 1 and then single crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. You will repeat this throughout the round and I will meet you at the end here. If you want these gaps to be bigger for your chain, you can make a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet round. I prefer the single crochet. Join by a slip stitch to the first single crochet of the round. Let us begin the next round, which is the picot stitch round, chain 1. Make a single crochet in the same stitch. Now we will single crochet in this chain 1 space. So just insert your hook into the chain 1 space and make your single crochet. Now single crochet on top of the next stitch. Insert your hook below both the loops of the V and make a single crochet. You have made 3 single crochet. Now we will make a picot stitch, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Join by a slip stitch to the first chain. Single crochet in the next chain space. So insert your hook into the chain space and make a single crochet. We have made 3 single crochet, picot stitch and single crochet in the next space. In this round we will work in all the single crochets and the chain 1 space. So make 3 single crochets, then make a picot stitch and then single crochet in the next single crochet or the chain 1 space, whichever it is. Continue till the end of the round and I will meet you there. Once you finish this round, you will leave 5 to 6 inches to weave in the yarn and then cut it and pull out a loop. Now you will weave in all the ends. Now we will make a chain. Begin with a slip knot. Then chain for the length of your waist and a little more so that you can tie the chain if you want. I will meet you once you finish. Once you finish the chain, leave about 4 to 5 inches, cut the yarn and then pull out a loop. This is the center of my skirt. Take your tapestry needle and insert your chain in the first chain 1 space and come out of the next chain 1 space. In between the chain 1 spaces is a single crochet. Now go inside the next chain 1 space and come out of the next chain 1 space with the tapestry needle. Go in the next chain 1 space and come out of the next chain 1 space. You will continue like this till the end of this round. You can either tie a knot here and then cut the yarn off, or you can attach a pom-pom. You can make the pom-pom with a pom-pom maker, or I will link the video on the top right side of the screen and in the description below on how to make a pom-pom. You will attach the pom-pom only after you have weaved the chain into the skirt. Take the tail end of the chain and then insert it into the center of the pom-pom with a tapestry needle like I am. So go on one side and then come out on the other side of the pom-pom. Tug on your needle till you reach the end of the chain like this. Now go back again from one side and then come out on the other side. You will do this a few times. Once you are sure that your yarn is firmly attached, then you will cut it off. So keep doing it a few times. Tug tightly. Now you can take a scissor and then cut this yarn off. This is the front of my skirt and this is the pocket that we are going to work on. We will now attach the same color that we have used for the picot stitch, which is dark pink for me. So we will attach the yarn in the same stitch that we have made a half double crochet before starting our chain stitches for the pocket. So what you will do is insert your hook into the same stitch that you have worked your half double crochet into like I have. Then catch the new yarn in a loop form and catch it on your hook. Then you will pull it through this loop. Now you will chain 2, 1 and 2. Now we will begin working half double crochet. We will half double crochet in the next stitch. This is the stitch that we have joined our yarn. In the next stitch, work a half double crochet like you normally do. Go below both the loops of the V of the yarn. Now place your pink yarn behind it so you will weave it in as you go along. Make a half double crochet in the next stitch. Make a half double crochet in the next stitch. Continue till you reach the last stitch and I will meet you there. I have made a last half double crochet in the pocket lining, and in the next stitch you can see I have a white half double crochet. Now we will chain 2, chain 1 and chain 2. We will join by a slip stitch to the next stitch that has already been worked into. You can see this white half double crochet. We are going to work in the same stitch. So insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over and pull through the loop and then pull through the loop on your hook. Leave about 4 to 5 inches of the yarn and then cut it off. Now you are going to pull out a loop. Take your tapestry needle and go to the back of the work like this. Then you will weave the yarn in at the back of the work. This is the back of my work and now I'm going to weave in the end of the pocket. So while weaving in the end, we can attach this end more firmly. So just insert your hook and keep sewing along this edge so that you attach the end of the pocket more firmly. Then weave it in like you normally would. Go 3 to 4 times in the opposite direction and then cut the yarn off. Now we are going to make the pocket. You can either make it with a piece of cloth or you can make it with crochet. Let me show you how to do it with both. This is my pocket. We will now chain the same number of chains that I have chained here or the same number of stitches I have skipped. Make a slip knot. Next you will chain the number of stitches that you had skipped, which is 12 for me. I will meet you once you finish. Once you chain the same number of stitches that you have skipped, you will add 2 more chains, 1 and 2. Now we will begin working half double crochet in the third chain from the hook. The loop on the hook does not count as a chain. Skip the first chain, skip the second chain. Into the third chain, make your first half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the back limb of the V, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Continue making half double crochet till the end in all the chains and I will meet you once you finish. This chain 2 counts as a double crochet in this row and all the rows of the pocket. So now we will chain 2 again, 1 and 2. This is our first half double crochet. Now turn your work. Since we have counted this as the first half double crochet, we will skip the first stitch and into the next stitch we will make a half double crochet. Go below both the loops of your V and work your half double crochet. Now make a half double crochet in every stitch till the end of this row. Once you finish, I will meet you there. Once you reach the end of the row, don't forget to half double crochet on top of the chain 2. So this is my chain 2. I will half double crochet on top of it. The total number of stitches in each row will be the number of chains plus 1 because the extra 2 chains that we made counts as a half double crochet. We will just keep repeating this row for however long we want our pocket to be. Let me show you once more. Chain 2, 1 and 2. This is our first half double crochet. Turn your work. We will not work in this first stitch because we have already made the chain 2, which is a half double crochet. Now go to the next stitch. In the next stitch you will work a half double crochet. Work a half double crochet in all the stitches, till the end of the row and I will meet you there. Once you reach the end of the row, don't forget to work a half double crochet on top of the chain 2 stitch. So go in the second chain and make your half double crochet. Count your stitches. They will be your chain plus 1 always, which is 13 for me. You will make as many rows as you want and I will meet you once you finish. I want small pockets. You can decide how big you want them. I have made about 10 rows. You can make as many rows as you want. Once you finish, you will leave about 15 to 20 inches of the yarn and then cut it off. This is because we are going to sew the pocket on with this end. Now pull out a loop by tugging on your crochet hook. This is the inside or the wrong side of my skirt, and this is the pocket hole as seen from the inside. Decide where you want to attach your pocket and place it there. The slip knot should be at the bottom right. This is because this is the right side of the pocket and this is the wrong side. I am going to attach the pocket on this row that you see here between the white and the pink. So place the pocket exactly where you want it to be. You will start sewing here, move downwards, then move across like this, then move upwards and then move across like this. We are going to attach the pocket with a whip stitch. So go inside the pocket and then go inside the skirt and then come out like this. Tug on your yarn. Do it again. The loops will lie on top like this. So go inside the pocket, then inside the skirt and tug on the yarn. Now remember that you don't want to push the needle too deep because it will show on the other side being a multicolor skirt. So continue sewing in the same way and sew all around using the whip stitch. You want to sew it as straight and as neatly as possible. Once you finish attaching the pocket on all four sides, you will weave the yarn end in. Make another pocket in the same way and attach it to the other side. If you want to use fabric as the inside of the pocket, then cut it to the size of the pocket and you will sew it on in the same way that you did the crochet pocket. If you have enjoyed this video, please like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to my channel for new weekly videos. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Comment below. All this helps support my channel. Thank you and see you next time.